I have been waiting and waiting and waiting and waiting and waiting some more on my PLouise budget box to arrive. Budget boxes, because I actually got the 6-month subscription bundle as well as a mystery box. But I have not seen any of it yet. It has been almost 2 months. I started wondering what in the world's going on. So I started digging into it and researching, and I did discover a few things about the PLouise timeline I will share with you in a few minutes. But what I wanted to share today and talk to you about, what the majority of this video is going to be, is the spoilers, both for this month of September as well as last month for August. The reason I'm still sharing August is because I have not gotten my August box yet. And I thought some people may be in a similar boat as me, or if you've been curious about what the PLouise boxes look like, we can go ahead and share the last, 2 months here combined to kind of get a feel for it with 2 boxes while I wait on my boxes to get here. So if all of that interests you and you want to kind of get a feel for it, then stick around and we'll dive right on it. All right, so welcome guys. I am Cher if you're new here. I do a lot of beauty boxes on the channel. Beauty boxes are kind of my thing here. I love to do a lot of spoilers like this also, so I tend to cover the spoilers, the unboxings, the try-ons, and reviews on a lot of the popular subscription boxes, like Ipsy, Allure, Macy's, all of those. I do a few lifestyle as well, and I've been dying to get into PLouise also. So I just recently signed up. Keep in mind, guys, that I put timestamps in the caption, so I am going to share a little bit about the box and the timing and stuff like that. And we'll have a little discussion on the pros and cons of it, and then we'll also break it down into spoilers. So just go to my caption and skip to the parts you're interested in if I'm talking too much for you. With the PLouise boxes, so this is kind of my first time sharing the spoilers on them. I've been dying to share the boxes with you. They look amazing, and I've been hearing so many amazing things. I've been wanting to do them for a long time. I'm also a freelance makeup artist, so I'll share a little bit about why these would be great for me and like other pro makeup artists as well. But in general, it's a fantastic box. The downside of it is they're UK based, so I live in the US, and so there's not really a US equivalent store here to ship directly from with our budget boxes. And so it's coming from the UK. So I have to wait on the shipping internationally. So not only am I dealing with the shipping times, I also have to pay for the shipping prices. So international shipping fees. And they did tax me an extra, I don't want to say tax, but like charged me an extra like port fee or something was what they called it. That was, guys, it was like 30 extra bucks, maybe 30 or 40 bucks. So take that into consideration if you live here in the US and you want these PLouise boxes, which are amazing, but you're going to be paying that shipping fee that's extra on top of your base price. So decide if that's worth it to you or not price-wise. And that's honestly the reason I have not done these in the past, is I didn't want to wait. And I'm seeing why it's even more of a wait than I thought. And then on top of that, I didn't want to pay that extra cost. So, but I finally did it because it just looked so darn good. So a little bit about like different options that you have. You can subscribe to the budget box on a monthly basis, and you would pay one fee for that. Or you can do a bundle of like 6 months at a time and you pay for it kind of upfront with that. Or you can do like the year-long one. So they have different types of options you can choose from on how, which one you want to get. And so you would pay like upfront, and it's, a little bit cheaper per box, obviously, with like the more that you pay upfront. So if you go with annual, you're going to pay a little bit less on the box each time. But I'm thinking that you probably still have to pay that shipping fee each time is my guess, but I don't know that for sure. If you guys know and you've done PLouise here in the US, let me know and chime in for me, because this is my first time. But I wanted to kind of share with you guys the experience so far of ordering this. Now, I ordered probably 2 months ago and still haven't seen it. So here's how it works with the shipping. They do a billing process sort of at the end of the month instead of at the beginning. So for example, I think I signed up in July, but I signed up No, maybe I signed up at the very beginning of August. I don't know. Anyway, I was interested in the August box. So I signed up either at the very end of July or the beginning of August. And they do not really bill and start looking at it and getting it ready for you until the very end of that month you're looking for. So if I'm looking for the box of August, they're not even going to look at it and touch it until like August 31st. They said it's the last business day of the month, so wherever that falls. So if that fell on, I don't even know what day that was. I don't know, say like it fell on like the 30th, they're not even going to touch it until the 30th of August. So, and then it's going to ship out. They're going to give another 10 days after that for shipping. So it's not even going to ship out to you until the 10th of every month, basically the next month. I don't even know when it's going to arrive, maybe the end of the month. But it's going to be, so my August box is probably not going to be getting here until like the end of September is my guess. I don't love this. I think this is terrible, terrible customer service. I think this is awful to get your box basically like a month late, not even a month late, like almost 2 months late, because I'm probably not even going to get it till almost October. So keep this in mind too, that the way that they ship these things out is going to be so late. But I guess when you think about the mentality of it, I've noticed that these boxes are not really themed. Like, I don't think there's going to be a certain, September theme or what have you. They just pick fun, different, amazing products for each box. So it's like, even though I might not get my box till the end of September, doesn't matter if it was called August or September. It doesn't really matter because it's all great products, I'm just going to get them almost 2 months later than when they plan for them, I guess. So I wanted to give you the cons of this box, but let's look at the pros of this box because, oh my gosh, I'm trying to decide after all of this, is it worth it? And when I started looking at everything in there, I'm getting so excited. I feel like, okay, I think it's going to be worth the wait. I'm going to see when it gets here, but oh my goodness. So one thing that I'm really noticing off the bat with looking at both boxes, I'm starting to see, I think there's a theme each month. It's not a theme that's based on like seasons or, whatever. It's more that they almost pick like a part of the face to focus on. So in August, it looks like our theme is going to be lips. In September, it looks like it's going to be brows. So I don't know if that's kind of the common thing. If you've been a PLouise, subber for a little while, you'll know more than me. So let me know and confirm, am I seeing the correct trend here or is it just a coincidence? So that's what it seems like to me. And the other thing that I will have noticed about it too is that I feel like these boxes are very geared towards pro makeup artists, somebody who is doing makeup for multiple people. I feel like a lot of the products in here are very geared towards that because they're not always, they seem to be bundling products. You'll have like it doesn't look like you're just getting like an eyeshadow palette for like your own personal use. You're getting a bundle of different shades of things. So like with the brows, we're going to get multiple shades in all different colors. And so, I don't know that that works for just one person to have all different eyebrow colors, because we have one set of brows in one color. And then, a lip kit, I think would be a little different because, we all tend to wear different shades of lipstick. So if we have a whole bunch of different shades in lipsticks, that's different, but you're seeing a lot of like palettes of things like lip palettes, which is fantastic. And, a lot of your average folks who are doing your own lipstick for personal use tend to use like a bullet or a gloss or whatever. We're not usually pulling it from an actual lip palette, but we still could, So it is like a lot of the stuff I'm noticing is probably going to be fantastic for professional makeup artists, or just if you're wanting to do this for multiple people, because you're going to have it in a format that's very convenient for those folks. I am actually a freelance makeup artist, so this is fantastic for me, and I'm so excited for this option to have more of these kinds of products that I can put in my kit after I see them, but there may be some things that I want to keep for myself, so we're just going to see. So let's break this down, and I'm going to first cover August's spoilers, and we're going to look at the August budget box, and then we'll look at the September budget box. So for August spoilers, let's take a peek. Now, I may have spoken too soon about the themes. There is a lip theme, but then there's a few other things that could show up that are not lips. So I could be wrong. I don't know, but it just seems like in general, there's kind of a theme depending on the different parts of the face. So the first thing we'd be starting off with is what's called the Takeaway Lip Liner Bag. This includes 10 different lip liner shades in like pencils. So lip pencils basically, but they do have like sets that are more color themed. So you could be getting more of the brown ones or the red shade ones or nude. So it's just, they have 3 different sets that are like particular undertoned themed. So, and I think they just give them to you at random. So that's the only bummer is not, I guess you don't customize your shades in this box. So you're going to get what you get and you don't cry a bit. Okay. Also keep in mind what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the retail value for these. I know the ones for August, on the screen for you because they're all in pounds. And so I need to do the conversion of what that would be in US dollars. So I'll try to put that info on the screen as I talk about each item. The next thing we'd be getting would be a lip palette. So this is going to be from Play Your Cards lip palette. It's going to be themed by undertone too. So you'd either be getting a palette that's more of your brown shades or of your nude shades or of your red shades. So same thing with that one. And I don't know if they would stick with like the same one in both of those products or kind of give you a different color theme in both products. Like, I don't know. I'm not sure if they'd match it or not, but that'd be interesting to see too. I guess I'll see when my box gets here. Third item or product or whatever would be one of their bundles. So they have what's called their After Dark bundles. So it could be one of 3 different bundles, I think. One is going to be their Dusk Diva bundle. This would include a set of lashes. It also will include a 6-pan eyeshadow palette. This particular palette looks like it's more in like your browns, got a little pop of a gold shimmer in there. And then it also would come with some eyeliners. One would be a matte and 2 would be glitters. So that's one bundle you could possibly get. Or another person might get their Bedtime Babe set, which seems like it's got a little skincare in it. So you have a priming serum, you have a moisturizing serum, and you have a moisturizing toner. So you could be getting a skincare one, or you could get, okay, never mind, that might be 4 sets, I'm sorry. Or you could get their Hitting Snooze set, which is another skincare one. And this includes their poreless primer, a water essence, and a moisture cream. And then the fourth and last bundle would be Midnight Muse is the name of it. And it's very similar to that Dusk Diva, just in a different color range, I think. So this one's going to be more your smoky colors, like more charcoaly, silver maybe. And so you do, again, a set of lashes, an eyeshadow palette, and then the eyeliners, 2 glitters, and a matte. So that would be what the box is made of. So kind of like 3 different sets, if you will, is what comes in this budget box for August. Oh, I'm so excited about this. This looks amazing. Amazing. I'm so excited. I mean, I'd honestly be happy to get any of these. Like, I don't really have a preference. I don't have a preference on the shades. I don't have a preference. Like, I probably prefer one of the makeup bundles over the skincare ones maybe, but I'd still be so curious to try the skincare at least once. So can't wait for mine to get here. Oh, I just wish it would show up. Okay, so that was everything for August. If you haven't gotten yours yet, now you'll know. And now let's take a peek at September. September is going to be focused all on the brows. So hopefully you're a brow person. And so as I was saying, I think that we are seeing that each one almost has like a theme, it looks like. So yeah, so this one's a brow month. We're going to get 3 different products, which doesn't sound like a lot, but a couple of these are in different shades and like a palette. So you're getting a lot included as one product. And I will tell you that I don't know the retail value on these. I'm not sure if I'm understanding why. I feel like I was able to find all the retail values on the website for the August box, but for this one, I can't seem to locate these products. So I don't know if it means these are all brand new products that they load each month or not, and it just hasn't been updated yet. So let me know if you're a seasoned PLouise person too. Like I said, I'm new and still trying to figure this out, and so I'm almost kind of speculating based on what I'm seeing in the boxes. So again, I can't tell you on this one what the retail value is of everything, but still looking good. So the first thing that we're starting off with is a set of brow pencils, but they're actually 3 in 1. So you have more of the pencil side, and then you have a little spoolie with it, which this is so neat how the packaging is. It's like kind of, you pull it apart in the middle almost, and then you have another compact on the outside part that's another little spoolie, but this one's more as a gel. So it's like 3 in 1, like everything you need. First, you shape out the brow with the pencil and kind of brush it in place with the spoolie, and then you can kind of set it with the brow gel on the end. So I'm loving that. It has that like built-in oil on the other side. Very innovative. I don't see a lot of brow pencils that have that built into it too. So I love this idea, but it's coming in a whole set. It's called Get Your Brow Fix. 5 different shades here. And so, you know, as a pro makeup artist, I could always use a whole set of all different shades for all my different types of clients. But when you think about it, if you're only getting this for yourself, is this as helpful? You know, I guess you could potentially wear different colors on your brows some days than others, but we all tend to have like our one brow color we tend to use, you know. But I mean, there are times I think I would wear a darker brow if I was going for a more sultry, deep, dark look, like for Halloween maybe. There's some days I go a lot softer brown if I have on more softer colors. So you could kind of change up your brow colors, but in general, I think your average person is only going to use like maybe 2 shades at the most in a brow pencil. So this is definitely for if you're wanting to do multiple clients, I think, which is very exciting for me. I just, you know, you'll have to decide on your own how much you love having all these different shades for just your own personal use. Okay, and then on the shade ranges on here, it looks like we have hazelnut latte, blonde blend, espresso, gingerbread latte, and macchiato. Sorry, I can't get it right. So I think that's helpful to have a blonde in there. We always need a blonde. We always need an espresso. I feel like it's a lot of browns and warmer tones or darker tones. I'd love to see one that's kind of more of a taupey color. So, but I'm going to have to see them in person, I think, and play with them to know, like, would this range be exactly what I need for my clients? I also like to have a little bit more of a red auburn option too. Definitely need the taupe though, because sometimes when you go with just too brown of colors, it comes off too ashy or too brown on some clients. And so, yeah, I'll have to play with it when it gets here, when my box is here, and just see what I think of the shades, and if they're fairly universal. Because I usually do use about 5 different ones that are like my staples in my pro makeup kit. So it'll be interesting to see how I think these will work for, you know, my kind of kit. Okay, and then the next product that we have is the clear brow gel. And so this is going to be clear, they said, but it is called a shade in Baby Chino, which I think is super cute. And then they kind of had a fun little twist on words like we like it a latte or something like that, which latte tends to mean to me tinted kind of brown, like a latte color. Hopefully they were just playing around with words, and it truly is more clear. And this is supposedly kind of an OG people have used before in a popular one. So we'd be getting that separate clear brow gel also, even though we're going to be getting a little bit of brow gel built into our pencils too. But nice to have kind of just your own separate one, I guess. And it's got like the little spoolie. It reminds me a little bit of NYX brow glue, like just the packaging on it. So my guess is it's going to look a lot like this. So that will be nice. And then the third item is going to be a brow palette, which looks great and very helpful. And so this is a full palette. It is called their signature brow palette, I guess is the name of it. It has 10 pans in it. And so 5 of them are going to be powder, and 5 of them are going to be cream, which I think is fantastic. If you want to have your pick, like, and you can do the cream, kind of have a little bit of a creamy formula, follow behind and set it with a little bit more of a powder, whatever form in which you want to work with. And I sometimes might use a brow palette for like my eyeliner too. You could even use it for eyeshadow a little bit if you want to blend it down, especially the cream form, you know, or powder form, you know. So I feel like you don't have to necessarily restrict this just to brows, just so you know. It could be used for other things too, which I think is so helpful also. You've got a whole, you know, 5 different shades of eyeliners now, or eyeshadows. And so this is very helpful for makeup artists too. I think the best way you're going to use a brow palette like this is to use like an angled brush, very small detailed angled brush. I'd say something like that. And it's, you know, because it's kind of more in that pomade form, so you'd be using a brush with it to really shape out, do hair-like strokes or a more single line or what have you. So I think it just depends on your preference of brows, how you're wanting to work them, and what medium you would be using out of all these. But that's everything. So we're seeing that brows are the thing for September. All right, guys, so that wraps up everything both for August and September. And just to give you a feel in general of how the box works, things I'm noticing in it. I cannot wait for these things to get here. I will definitely be bringing you my unboxing when it does. And I will point out, I think I mentioned it in the beginning, but I'll remind you, I did also pick up the mystery box. So she has a mystery box out there whenever it comes. So I really want to kind of compare what is the mystery box like versus the budget box. So we're going to do that in-depth comparison and check it all out together. I don't know if it'll be a separate video. Like I may do one that's like a comparison and one that's just the budget box. I don't know. I don't know how I'll organize it yet, but definitely be looking. I will definitely be showing the mystery box as well as the budget boxes. I'm assuming that just my August one's going to come first, even though it's September. All right, guys. So anyway, that is everything for today. Let me know if you have this box, have tried it before, what all you think, how you think you would like it, if you'd be interested in it, and if that was helpful. And make sure that if you love all the content like this, a lot of the beauty subscription boxes out there, the spoilers and lots of reviews, plus a lot of fun just looks and tips as a freelance makeup artist for you. You'll want to stick around here and pop that subscribe button and turn the notification bells to on so you don't miss more in the future. And I'll catch you guys on the next one. Bye.